Legal expert Steve Benjamin, who says the guilty verdict was the only logical outcome based on the prosecution's evidence.
New at 11, AJ Nwoko picks up our team coverage now. He sat down with Benjamin and found out what this could mean for similar trials going forward.
Benjamin says this verdict could likely restore the level of trust some people have for the legal system, and it also could change the level of accountability officers face for use of excessive force.
Count 1, unintentional second-degree murder while committing a felony. Find the defendant guilty.
It was a verdict heard around the world. Former Minnesota officer Derek Chauvin found guilty on all 3 charges in the killing of George Floyd.
No other verdict would have made sense.
And says the fact that the jury only took 10 hours to come to its conclusion, a relatively short amount of time in such a high-profile case, is a testament to the strength of the prosecution.
What the defense could not surmount was what the prosecution proved, that Derek Chauvin kneeling on his neck was a substantial factor. That's what they had to show in the cause of death, in the cause of George Floyd's death.
The verdict brought with it the potential of widespread protests across the country like last summer, some of which turned violent. But Benjamin says those following the trial can be confident that those fears did not factor into Tuesday's verdict.
Nothing about this verdict had to do with the jury's concern about what the effect or the consequences might be of a split verdict or a different verdict. What's important about this verdict was that it was the right verdict. It was based on the evidence. It was based on what the jury heard and saw. It was based on the law. It was justice. Justice was done.
Benjamin says this verdict is not only clear proof that the legal system works, but could have implications on the accountability of officers and police-involved killings moving forward.
We've seen that there are consequences for officers who use excessive force, and that's illustrated by the verdicts in this case. But we also saw, after the George Floyd's death, reform state by state, legislature by legislature, beginning to change the laws that have shielded the police from consequences of using excessive force in the past.
Benjamin says despite outside factors like a racial movement and the pandemic, that this trial exhibits the very best in the legal system. For now, on your side in Richmond, AJ Nwoko, NBC 12.
Okay, AJ.